Hi everyone. We are going to do some of our work that we had been doing before. We had worked in Microsoft Excel and we had made charts with our conversation hearts from Valentine's Day with the different colors. So I want us to practice that again if we can. And then I also want to do a different version in Google Sheets. Not everybody has a Microsoft at home. Maybe not everybody has Google. So we're going to do both ways. And if you can do both, not a bad idea to learn something new. If you're only able to do one, let's become an expert at that. Okay? So I am going to open up Microsoft Excel first. And then just so that it's easier for you guys to see, I am going to make my screen a little bit bigger down here. Oops, where did it go? Down here in the corner, I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna go like that big, just so you can see. Okay, then all of my cells, because remember each of these boxes is called a cell. Okay, so these are columns, all the way down. They look like columns in a house. The ones that go across are rows. So let's see, how about if we do our favorite kind of cookie? So if we were in class, I would write down some different flavors of cookies. But first, I want to make sure I have room. So I'm going to put my cursor, my little mouse thing, right here, and I'm going to make A and B just a little bit wider for us. Okay, so the first one I'm going to do is chocolate chip. Okay, the next one I'm going to do is sugar, peanut butter, oatmeal. How about a snickerdoodle? Okay, so let's say that 10 students, their favorite was chocolate chip cookies. 2 students liked sugar cookies best. 1 student had peanut butter as their favorite cookie. 3 did oatmeal cookies, and snickerdoodles, let's say 6. Okay, so here's our information here. Now I want to make this into a chart. So let me move this up a little bit. I want to make sure I can see all that. So now remember, I learned I'm going to start with my first box, highlight. Then I'm going to go right up here to insert. Okay, insert. And then over here, I have all these different kinds of charts. So since we've had lots of practice, let's do a bar chart or a column chart. Okay, we're going to do the column because it's going to go up and down. So I click on my little down arrow. Then they get all these different kinds. I'm just going to pick the first one. At home, you guys can experiment on whichever ones you want. So here I have my chart, but it's in the middle of all my information. So remember, we have to go to Move Chart Location. New sheet, and I'm going to title that Column Chart. So then, after I do that, right down here at the bottom, it's going to switch. Once I hit OK, it's going to give me a tab, Column Chart. So if I click on Sheet 1, it takes me to my info. Column Chart takes me to my chart. Yay! Okay. So here's my chart. Now, easy peasy. I want to change the title of my chart. I want it to say, I'm going to click on it. I get my little text box around it. If by chance you do something and you accidentally delete your text box, very easy to fix. Just go to, 2 ways. One, you could just do undo and it brings it back. Or if you can't do that, insert, text box, and then just click where you want it. And then you can shape it. And so I'm gonna say, see, I lost it. And then I'm gonna say, once I put it in, favorite cookies of 2nd grade. Okay, that's weird. Okay, so here are the favorite cookies of 2nd grade. Now, from this chart we can tell chocolate chip is definitely the most popular. So, but what I want to do is I want to make it really easy to see, and I want to make it fun. So I'm going to click, because I want to change the color of this column. I'm going to click, but then don't forget, that's where we get, let me see if I can zoom in, maybe not. Yeah, here we go. See right here, we get the dots at the top, right? But look, we also get dots on the top of this and the bottom of this, dots on all of them. Okay, so what's gonna happen if I change the color of the first one with the dots? What's gonna happen is I'm gonna change the color of all of them. Okay, let's just do green. See, it changed all of them. So I don't want them all to be the same color. I want them to each be a different color. So I'm gonna click, okay, I get dots on all of them. If I just click again, it just gives me dots on this one, right? So then, like we learned with our mouse, right click, here's my little paint bucket. I'm gonna click on my little down arrow right next to it. I'm gonna make this one orange, orangey yellow. Okay, there we go. Now I'm gonna do sugar. Again, now this is the only one that has dots around it. Right click, fill, red. Peanut butter, right click, fill, purple. Right click, fill. What color have I not done yet? Oh, a blue. Okay, and I'll leave that last one green. So here we go. We have all of these have different colors. Okay, so here we are in Google Sheets. So let's start a new spreadsheet. I'm gonna click right here on blank. And it's gonna open one up for me. Gotta be patient. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing that we did before. We're gonna do favorite cookies. Okay, so really easily, I can make my column wider. Wider. Column A is wider. Column B is wider. Okay, let me put it a little bit closer for you. Okay, so in A1, I'm going to type the name of our cookie, which was chocolate chip. And we had 10. Okay, A2, we had sugar cookies. We had 2. Next we had peanut butter, which we have 1 person likes peanut butter. Cookies the best. Next is oatmeal. 3. And last but not least, a snickerdoodle. If you don't know what a snickerdoodle is, it's kind of like a sugar cookie with cinnamon and sugar on the outside. They're actually pretty good. And we had 6 people that liked snickerdoodles. Okay guys, now let's work on making our chart. So I'm gonna highlight as we did before, okay? Then on the tab up here, insert. I'm gonna go down here to chart. It's gonna automatically make me a pie chart, which I don't mind because I like pie charts. And it's something different than we did on our Excel one just now. So, but I don't want it in the middle of all my work. So I'm gonna click on these 3 little buttons here, and I'm gonna move to its own sheet, okay? Now I have it as its own sheet, but I wanna rename this. I don't want it to leave it called chart 2. I wanna give it a name. I'm gonna call it pie chart. So I can easily remember what kind of chart it was. If I had a bunch of charts and a bunch of tabs down here, I could easily know where I would need to go to find my pie chart. Okay, I want to change the colors. So I'm gonna go here to edit chart. Okay, I'm gonna click on this blue piece of pie. So this is my chocolate chip. And right here it told me chocolate chip, it's blue. I'm gonna make my blue, I'm gonna make it brown for chocolate chips. That's kind of not really brown. That's more brown. Okay, my sugar cookie. I'm gonna click on that and I'm gonna go over here. It was red, I'm gonna make that like a minty color. Peanut butter, I'm gonna make that an orange. Oatmeal. Oatmeal I'll make pink. And snickerdoodle, I'm gonna make a red. Okay, and there's our new chart. So there's a lot of other stuff that we can do in here to customize it, and we will work on that another time. Okay, thank you everybody, bye.